Good morning, everybody. I hope you all are doing very well. So keep yourself healthy in the same way and start preparing yourself for your exams. Now, let's understand the failure of Rutherford model and Bohr's model of an atom by this upcoming video.
You will learn about the Bohr's model of an atom. Prior to Bohr, there were a number of scientists who were working on the structure of atom. Rutherford was one of them, and his model was the closest model to the Bohr model of atom. In fact, Niels Bohr had helped to overcome the problem in the Rutherford's model of an atom. The Rutherford's model of an atom had a major drawback, that it could not explain the stability. It showed that electrons in an atom revolve around a positively charged center called nucleus. However, later on, it was found that any particle in a circular motion would undergo acceleration and thus would lose energy. So, the electron would take a spiral path and would finally fall into the nucleus and the atom would collapse. But this does not take place in reality. Bohr said that electrons do revolve around the nucleus, but their energy remains fixed. He explained that the energy of electrons remains fixed because they are restricted to some fixed orbits. Each of these orbits is at a fixed distance from the nucleus and is associated with a fixed amount of energy. These orbits with fixed energy are known as discrete orbits or energy levels. These energy levels are represented by the letters K, L, M, N or the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4 starting from the center. So, the final model of Niels Bohr was similar to the Rutherford's model of an atom, which states that an atom consists of a positively charged center around which the electrons revolve. The only difference was that in the Bohr model, electrons revolve around a nucleus in fixed orbits with fixed energy. For his work on structure of atom, he got a Nobel Prize in 1922. Let's recap. Bohr model of atom suggested that an atom consists of a positively charged nucleus and electrons revolve around it in special orbits called discrete orbits or energy levels. The energy of these discrete orbits remains fixed. These energy levels are represented by 1, 2, 3, 4 or K, L, M, N starting from the center. Bohr got the Nobel Prize for his work in 1922.
Students, in this video, we are going to learn some important terminologies related to atom. First, we will learn atomic number. It is the number of protons present in nucleus of an atom, denoted by capital Z. Example, sodium has 11 protons in its nucleus. Hence, atomic number of sodium is 11. Atoms of same element have same atomic number. Example, all atoms of sodium will have atomic number 11. Atomic number of all chemical elements is unique, which is used to identify that element. For example, only sodium will have atomic number 11 and hence atomic number 11 defines sodium element. Atomic number of some elements are shown in the table. Mass number. Nucleus of an atom contains protons and neutrons, collectively called as nucleons. As mass of electron is negligible, then mass of atom depends on masses of protons and neutrons. So, mass number is defined as sum of total number of protons and neutrons present in nucleus of an atom and is denoted by capital A. Example, sodium has 11 protons and 12 neutrons. Hence, mass number of sodium is 23. For an atom, atomic number at mass number is denoted symbolically as XZA. Following are few elements with their mass number and symbols. Isotopes. Dear students, in nature, there exist two or more forms of same element known as isotopes. Isotopes are chemically same but physically different from each other. This difference occurs due to change in number of neutrons present in an atom of that element. Hence, isotopes can be defined as atom of same element having same atomic number but different mass number. For example, carbon has isotopes C612 and C614. It can be easily seen that mass number of isotopes are different, whereas they have same atomic number. Isobars. If atoms of different elements contain same number of nucleons in the nucleus, then they are considered as isobars. Isobars can be defined as elements having same mass number but different atomic number. Some example of isobars are. So dear students, I hope you understood these terms very well.
So students, I hope you have understood all these topics. Just go through these topics very carefully, and for any further doubt, you please ask during online session. Thank you so much and have a nice day.